Does OCD use your emotions and the emotions of other people to get its hooks in? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a therapist and I make videos to help people with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk to you about OCD and how it will find so many different things in your world to hook into to make it an OCD theme. And one that often goes undiagnosed, it often goes missing. It's not an obvious OCD theme. It has to do with emotions. And I've seen this in my practice. I actually have seen it with one of my kids, that OCD will take your feelings or the feelings of other people and will make that a theme. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the many ways that it can do that, because even if you are really aware of your OCD themes and your intrusive thoughts, you may not realize that this is a component. So lots of different ways this can happen. I'll give you a couple of examples. So one is that you might feel like you want a special event, or you want your birthday, or you want a holiday, or you want a vacation, whatever it is that you're very excited about or that is supposed to be special, you're afraid that you or someone else is going to ruin that. Do you have that? That's one of them. That's a common theme. That's something that we deal with at my house with my child. So much concern about everything needing to be perfect and happy and wonderful, so that that thing, that event or celebration or trip or whatever it is not ruined, is not contaminated, right? When we use that word contaminated, then it kind of makes sense how it fits into the OCD world. But it's like our emotions or the emotions of other people can contaminate it. And it's a little bit of like an all or nothing thought. Like, if somebody is angry on my birthday is ruined. If somebody is unhappy during this event, then it is ruined. If I am not fully happy or fully enjoying this, then I am ruining it. If I don't have a great day on my first day of school, then the whole school year is ruined. It's all or nothing contamination kind of feeling. Another one that I've seen, and this is a different theme completely, is the fear of other people showing emotions. And so I've seen a lot of people in my practice have that intrusive thought where they're like, if someone in my family is not happy, so they're mad or angry or irritated or sad, I get overwhelmed. And there's core fears that are related to all of these things, and we're not going to go into that in this video, but I want to just talk to you about how emotions are used. And so a lot of times there's compulsions around checking how that person is. Are they happy? Checking to make sure that they're not angry. Monitoring your own behavior to make sure that person is happy. And this isn't your typical people pleaser. I just want everybody in my life to be happy. It is compulsive. It is obsessive. It is clearly in the OCD category. So there is a difference, right? There are some people who just worry if they want everybody to be happy and have fun, or they want everything to go well. This is different. This is obsessive, irrational, compulsive. You'll feel the difference when it's in the OCD world. I've also want to mention one more theme related to emotions. I've seen people have the fear of their own emotions. I'm afraid if I get angry, I might lose control. I might go crazy. I'm afraid if I get sad, then I might try to do something. I might try to hurt myself. I might get depressed. I don't want to be depressed. So this fear of having an emotion that is outside of happy and content. And so there's lots of compulsions, lots of checking, lots of reassurance around those things to make sure that they are happy and content. Nobody can be happy and content all of the time. So what do we do about this? Well, like everything else, you're going to tackle OCD in the same way that we tackle everything else. What does OCD want from you? And it would be helpful if you start to get into the habit of asking yourself, regardless of what theme or intrusive thought you're dealing with, ask yourself, what does OCD want me to do with this thought or feeling? Because that is a clue at what you want to work on. So if OCD says, I want you to check your emotions, I want you to check other people's emotions, I want you to constantly monitor and check, then I'm going to say, okay, OCD, I'm going to try to not do that. Because whatever you want me to do or whatever you want me to avoid, I should be doing or I should not be avoiding, right? Always the opposite of what OCD wants. The other thing is asking yourself, do you really have full control over your emotions and everybody else's emotions? Is it possible to always be happy? Is it possible for a special event to always be 100% happy? What I always tell my daughter who has this theme is, you know what? Even on your birthday, it's still a human day. It's a day like every other day. It's special because it's your birthday, or it's special because it's Christmas, or it's special because we're on vacation. But it is still just a day where we're human. It's a day with ups and downs. It's a day where things are great. It's a day when things can be messed up. It's still a human day. And so there will be ups and downs. And OCD sets you up for failure by saying any ripple, any wrinkle in this perfect day is going to ruin the entire day. Well, that's ridiculous, right? And so also pushing back with OCD and saying, I'm going to have moods, I'm going to have emotions. Other people are going to have moods and they're going to have emotions. And what you're trying to get me to believe as far as what's going to happen because of that, I don't have to buy into that. I'm not going to hook into your thought that my emotion has to be perfect, or other people are not allowed to have other emotions, or it's going to crumble the world, or that we can't have other feelings during special days. I'm not going to buy into it, OCD, because it's impossible and you're setting me up for failure. And in fact, what you wind up doing is you wind up ruining special events. OCD, you wind up ruining my birthday because you want it to be so perfect that I'm staring at it and I'm watching and I'm waiting for something or someone to make it less than happy, and then everything crumbles. And that's because of OCD, not because of the imperfect day, because every day is imperfect. Or when you tell me that I can't have any emotion other than happy, then I am scanning and tuning in and overwhelming myself with, am I happy or do I feel sad? Am I angry? Do I feel sad, right? And that's actually kind of upsetting. And so you are taking my happiness away by making me focus on, am I happy? Am I not? So ironically, OCD is actually creating exactly what it's making us worry about. Does that make sense? And if it's making me worry about other people, are they happy? Are they angry? I'm constantly watching them. And so maybe when they had a shift in mood or they had a bad day, maybe I would not notice that. But now, because OCD is constantly having me look, make sure, oh my gosh, they look like they're frowning. What's wrong? We should find out what's wrong with them. We should try to make them happy, right? Then you're not happy, and guess what? You're noticing when they're not happy much more often than you would normally, because we all have shifts in our mood throughout the day. So the bottom line is, if OCD is trying to take your emotions or other people's emotions and hijack them and make it its own thing, the only way you're growing that and high-fiving OCD is by playing along and believing in the lie that says everything has to be happy or everything has to be good. No one can show any other feeling other than perfectly even. Once you recognize and accept that that's impossible and that no matter what OCD says, that's not the ultimate goal, OCD loses a lot of its power. So I hope that you find that helpful. I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified when new videos come out. If you want more in-depth support, I do have a course for kids and teens called Crushing OCD Class for Kids and Teens. Very original title. And you can find that at atparentingsurvivalschool.com. I'll see you again next Thursday. Take care.